Hey folks, I've not recorded a lot of videos this league because I have mostly been treading ground that I've already tread many times before. Lightning Arrow didn't work out as well as I expected it to. It's honestly just too squishy for me once I got into red maps, so I rolled another Righteous Fire Juggernaut, and I have been playing the heck out of it, and it has been funding other ideas, including this Summon Raging Spirits Guardian that I've been playing with. So the new Guardian changes added a bunch of weird things, not the least of which is this giant flaming lad that moves very slowly, but you can force him to move with you by hitting Convocation, and he'll teleport into you. So it gives you this weird kind of gameplay where you're essentially teleporting a Righteous Fire Juggernaut onto top of a pack. At the moment, I am running a Carrion Golem and 2 Carnage Chieftain Specters, and then cast a bunch of Summon Raging Spirits that will go out and kill packs. I technically have zombies as well, but I'm not really using them because they're not super useful. Anyway, I was going to run a map and show off the build. This is a tier 13 shore map. I don't remember what the specifics were, but it's just a basic map that I'm running. Tier 16 is a little rippy. It's fine, but I've run a couple tier 16s and it wasn't the best thing in the world, so I'm just sticking to lower red maps at the moment until I get some more levels. Because I think I'm level 81 at the moment. So yeah, basically I just keep my Righteous Fire Juggernaut up and keep teleporting him forward into packs. And then my Carrion Golem will fire off its bone flechette things. And I'm also running all hands, which is giving me free access to master missions. So I'm kind of just spamming these missions in the hopes that I get enough Nico missions to refill my Sulfite so I can go back into Delve. I've also got Metamorphs, so you can see I'm fighting a rogue Metamorph at the moment. And just making sure I didn't lose any minions fighting it. I don't know that I'll take time to do the expedition or the blight there. To resummon my big boy and teleport him into the pack. And somewhere down here should be the boss. Yeah, right here. So we'll take out the boss. I'm just stagger stepping and summoning Raging Spirits, and they'll teleport the big guy again whenever the boss moves. And the boss is down. We'll finish the clear. And I'll talk a little bit about the specifics of the build. Big guy went down. Big guy doesn't last very long. He doesn't actually die. It's just that he has a limited amount of time that he's up. So I just have to keep watching the buff bar at the top and seeing if my big guy's up. Because he adds a lot of clear. Because, you know, he's doing basically Righteous Fire damage, but covering half the screen with it. There is no visual indicator that I've seen for where the edge of his Righteous Fire is. But it seems to be about half a screen. Because early when you get him, when you do your first trial, you have a massive spike in damage on the Guardian. And can start just jumping into packs with your big guy. But that's it. That's other than the 2 mechanics that take a little while. That is a map. So let's talk about the specifics of the build. So one of the nice things about Guardian as opposed to Witch is you can get into the meaty minion nodes really fast. So you've got these 3 clusters that you can get, well, for me, before I'm at the end of Act 2, because I over-level in zones, but, so you can get a lot of minion good, and I've got a cluster up here that's just giving me a bunch of, increased damage to minions. I may swap that out later for something that actually has some traits on it. Then I've got a medium up here that's giving me Blessed Rebirth, which mostly just buffs my Summon Raging Spirits, because they become immune if they've been recently created. And it's also buffing all my minions' health, which is kind of important because I did go through this awkward phase where my Carried Golem and my 2 Spectres were dying often. In theory, I should be running an animated Guardian, but I really hate animated Guardians. Mostly, they're just frustrating to deal with because if one dies ever, you have to feed it all the unique items again, and that's kind of a costly outlay. Not that I've had them die very often, but it is possible. For defenses, I'm missing one of them right there. So I'm essentially running decent armor. I've got full resists and actually overcapped resists. When I'm gaining the Guardian buff, I have 75% chance to block attack damage and 37% to block spell damage. I could probably do with buffing the spell damage. Then I don't have great regen, but generally speaking, my minions are soaking a lot of the hate. So that's not too bad. So essentially I have, I've also got, what is it? Mind over matter. So I've got mind over matter and I've got an Eldritch battery. So my energy shield is my mana pool, and also mind over matter lets me still use it as an energy shield. This can backfire massively, so that if you start taking a ton of damage and deplete your energy shield, you get into this situation where you just can't cast, which is bad, but you're probably going to die anyway, and this is softcore, so the occasional death is expected. I've only had this happen to me, I think, twice. But it is a thing. It is a thing to be aware of. That, like, since your energy shield is both your mana pool and a defensive layer, then you can absolutely screw yourself as a result to where you can't cast anything. Other than that, it's a pretty clean run. Like, I'm shocked, honestly, at how smooth mapping has gone. Because, I did not design this as a mapping character. I originally designed it as a Sanctum character. And then I remembered, oh, hey, I don't really like Sanctum. So, yeah, I will probably do some Sanctum. I'm going to try and do enough to at least get some of the achievements knocked out. But I have been pleasantly surprised at how much I really enjoy this character. And, I've liked SRS characters before in the past, Summon Raging Spirits. But this is maybe the best version. And reportedly, if I take some time and tune this becomes a really powerful bosser as well. So we'll see. We'll see how long this holds my attention. My happy place is still Righteous Fire Juggernaut down in Delve. But this is now kind of becoming my character for filling back up my soul fight. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to show off the build. And I'm sure I'll record another one of these at some point soon. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye.